episode of Beers and Whiskey, presented to you by Grizzly Beer Collective. It is your boy Grizz, and we have a very special guest. Everybody that comes on is a special guest, but I'll let him introduce himself.
Thanks, man. It's great to be here. Ziad Rahman, old friend of Grizz here, so yeah, honored to be here, man.
Yeah, no, this is my boy Z. I've known him since we're going on about 30 years, 30 years plus. 30 years plus.
Thanks for aging us, but
30 years plus.
Since kindergarten.
You still look good, man. You looking like you're 25.
Thanks, man.
But as always, Grizzly Beer Collective reminding you to tame your debonair. Yeah, we're gonna we got to start the show with some shots. So, going Terramana?
Sure, let's go.
I need to get a check from Terramana. This is the last few episodes have been.
You should just get The Rock on here.
Yeah, I know The Rock. Yeah,
you know, get a tag.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely stop what you're doing, The Rock, and come on to my show.
Bring Kevin Hart too.
Yeah, while I'm at it, probably making another Pet movie or something.
Yo, you know you're gonna see it.
But again, thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate it. Salud.
Yeah. Salud, man.
Whew. All right. Now, to start, you got a pretty solid beer. He's trying to shoot it down, but you got a pretty solid beer, bro.
Man, I mean, I don't grow it out. I keep it trim for work. You know, I just try to keep it tame.
Fair enough.
You know, but I mean, I wish I could grow it out like yours.
Yeah, I mean, tell us about your beer journey. Like, was it always like connecting? Like,
oh man, since I was 7. No, it's I mean, I think you probably remember I had like the mustache early on.
Yep.
And you know, as soon as I could, I started shaving it, trying to connect it and everything like that.
Yep.
Get it going. But honestly, I had this like weird goatee all through college. And then it wasn't until like No Shave November that I kind of got challenged halfway through the month, and someone told me like, you know, you couldn't catch up if you tried. And I won, but I also kept the beard.
Good genetics. It looks good. It looks good, bro. It looks
Thanks,
good.
Man. Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? I'd rather take I'll take the solid beer with the solid hairline any day of the week. And we could definitely trade if you want.
I'm good, man. Thank you.
No worries. But the biggest reason why I really wanted you on here, man, you were really the car guy. Like, you're that guy, man. As long as like, so I used to consider myself an artist. I used to like to draw. In elementary school, this guy was a hell of a beast too. But
oh man, it's a long time since I've drawn anything. But
man, he used to that Maxima. What year was that? Is it the 98 to 2002 Maxima that you used to draw?
I don't know why I like stuck with it, but I always used to draw those. It was like everyone had like random doodles or like you would do cartoons and stuff.
Bro, you were a beast.
For some reason, I stuck to like 98 Maximas, but
you were a beast, bro. But like, it's great to like grow in life and see people like transcend and kind of stick to like, well, you know, stick to what they like love, which I appreciate. So. No longer Maximas anymore though. You're German engineering.
Yeah. I mean, I did my time with Japanese cars. You know, I had a Maxima. It was like my first car.
Okay.
Had that for 8 years.
Yep.
And
what year was it?
It was 02.
02. Okay.
6-speed.
Okay.
You know,
6-speed?
6-speed. Yeah.
Oh Jesus! I didn't even know they were still making 6 speeds in 02.
Yeah, they stopped, but I had like, you know, that sweet spot. So.
Hey.
And it was a great first car.
Yep.
But you know, finally after 8 years, I was like, all right, I gotta trade up into something else.
Okay.
And then I jumped into a 3 Series.
Okay.
And I did, you know, my research, and I found out like I won't ever make the direct comparison, but like, you know, there was certain 3 Series people were saying, you know, had like the same formula as like the older Supras, you know, like the straight 6, twin turbo, and could make some good power. So, you know, I just went into one of those.
Hell yeah, man. And how was that 3 Series? Because I know a lot of people get turned off by like BMWs, Mercedes. They complain about the repairs and things like that. So, how she treated you?
No, stay turned off.
Okay.
Stay turned off, man. Yeah, it's been a hell of a road. I've had it for 7.5 years, maybe eight now.
Yep.
And I've had every issue under the sun.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean, it helps. Like I've had I've learned a lot
Yep.
between the two cars. Learned how to turn my own wrenches.
Yep.
Good circle of friends that we all just like make weekends out of fixing our, broken ass BMWs. But it's been a good journey.
Hell yeah. And you have a 330, right?
335.
Oh, pardon me.
No, sorry.
Sorry, man.
I'll see myself
No,
out.
you got to throw the 5 on there. So pardon me, man.
So keep it accurate.
No, definitely, man. That's dope, though. Is it the ultimate driving machine, would you say?
It is. I mean, you look at the new ones and it's getting worse.
You think it's getting worse?
I think it's getting worse. I think, they're catering to, like, the softer crowd, like, more numb, and...
Isn't that the world, though?
It is, man. It is. I mean, everyone's raving about these EVs, and no disrespect to anyone who's rocking one, but...
I'm scared, man.
It's quiet, and it feels a little soulless sometimes, so...
I drive a lot of cars, so I just run through cars, but I will say, like, one of my top 5 cars of all time that I've owned is a Prius, surprisingly. It was a pretty solid car. Trust me. Everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. I love the Prius. I've got 2 of them. That's how much I love them. I was like, wow, this is a... You know what I mean? But
am I on the wrong podcast?
No, you're on the perfect one. I'm gonna take a shot for that.
No, it's cool, man. I mean, honestly, I respect whatever anyone's driving.
No, trust me, I didn't respect anybody in the Prius either, man. Until I actually got in one, I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty all right. All right.
You'll love this story. And due to one of our mutual friends,
yep,
I actually have driven a Prius.
Okay.
Before.
Okay.
I've tried to avoid it like the plague.
Yep.
And it was on him and his at the time his fiance. They were getting married.
Yep.
Went to their wedding. And he was like, "Hey, do you mind just like swinging the car around?" And like his son came with me. And I was like, "Yeah, we'll just get the car." And I totally forgot. I just grabbed the keys and it was like Toyota, whatever. And I jump in and I was like, oh, it's the Prius. Okay. And they ambushed me. Like, I came around the hotel, and they were all waiting, like, cameras and everything. They're like, this is a momentous moment. I was like, okay. Thanks, Caleb. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Seeing you in the Prius.
Yeah.
Oh, man. They had the cameras, too, man.
Yeah, they got me.
Damn.
But you enjoyed yours.
Pretty solid, man. Pretty solid. Like... I do a lot of driving with the family, taking everybody places. So, like, the only thing I would say is, like, the highway driving is terrible. Like, that shit won't go past 40. I'm a big guy with a heavy foot. Like, it's like, that shit won't go. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, yeah. Forget IMC. We're going to edit that out. We're going to edit the Prius thing out.
Today, your bed goes through a lot. Now you can clean it without stripping it of its natural oils. Clean it with Grizzly Bed Collector's Bed Wash.
Oh, man.
Now, what are your top 5 cars of all time? Like, top 5. Like, even if it's, you know what I mean? Even if it's older, newer, just your personal favorite. It doesn't have to be like the fastest or the most expensive. Just your personal favorite. Top 5 cars of all time.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try to like throw them out of order.
Yep.
But my number 1 has always been the McLaren F1. And I feel like a bunch of people do the same. I mean, those things are fetching like 20 million for one now.
Yeah.
Like, it's absurd. But it was crazy. It was like that supercar of our time when we were growing up.
Yep.
Like the 90s and like into the 2000s, you just saw those like on the posters. I mean, like,
we got the McLaren F1.
McLaren F1, Ferrari F40.
Oh shit!
Okay. My cousin had that as his poster. My older cousin.
Okay, yep.
So I always saw that car. I was like, man, that thing's epic. And just like finding out later in life, like that thing was like, it would kill you. Like, it was a raw machine.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then I think it goes on to like Carrera GT, Porsche Carrera GT,
classic. Yep. Side question.
Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
side question, not to cut you off, but how do you feel about like the direction the career has gone over the last 25 years?
You know, I mean, it's getting bigger. It's getting fatter. It's. I mean, you know, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Like you said, man. Like everything's kind of getting numb. But I did
the American way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had the great pleasure of driving one of the newer ones.
Yep.
You know, thank you, Turo. My buddy and I like rented one out in Cali.
Yep.
And you know what? It holds its own, man.
Yep.
It gets bigger, but doesn't feel like it.
Yep.
So the guys at Porsche know what they're doing.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we have those three.
Those three. I mean, you're gonna sense a theme. I had all Porsche posters growing up.
Okay.
You know, courtesy of the auto shows.
He says Porsche. I say Porsche, but he says Porsche the correct way. Sorry. I have no class.
I think what was it? The Bad Boys 911, the first one.
Okay, yeah.
The 993 Turbo.
The Mike Lowry.
Yeah. That's how you drive, right?
Yep.
Like, yeah, that's legendary for me. And honestly, like my more, I would say, like dream but attainable car, not 20 million, would be like the Porsche GT3.
Okay. Okay.
I recently got to drive one on a track, and that was, by all means, like I just went silent. Like I couldn't deal with it.
That's crazy, man. So that's gonna lead me to my next question. So I know you've like, I live like vicariously through you through like Facebook and like Instagram and stuff. Like I'm a dad with 3 kids, and then like I'm like, man, this dude's on the racetrack. He's traveling here. He's different car groups and everything. So like, what's the furthest you traveled to get that car fix? Like a car trip that like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my trips in the past like 5 years have been like, they've like loosely revolved around a car. Like we like aim for a cool rental car and then make a good like route and like try to make the best of it.
Hell yeah.
So the farthest I've gone was Europe so far. So 5 years ago.
Autobahn?
Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to throw it off the glass. Yeah. To catch that.
So we start off in Germany.
Yep.
And we had, my buddy was there for work for like a long time, and he had a week in between.
Yep.
So I took time off, and we just basically spent a full week all around Europe. And we went from Germany, Switzerland, Italy, spent a little bit of time in Italy, and then came back up.
Jesus.
And we tried to make it like a car fanatics trip. So Autobahn, Nürburgring, we stopped off at a few racetracks, museums, stuff like that.
Hell yeah, man.
But it's all there, man. It's like,
and you just like can, like, it's just a racetrack. You can just rent a car, or how does it work? You bring your own car, or?
So yeah, I mean, the Autobahn, you can take anything.
Okay.
Just learn the rules, right?
Okay.
Like,
was it less? You can't go less than 60 miles per hour on it or something, or?
Honestly, like, it just shows that Americans can't drive. No offense.
It's terrible. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. You ever drove through Lynn, Mass?
I try not to. It's like the Autobahn is like everyone just knows the rules, and you know, my buddy and I, we had a Jaguar F-Type for rental, which apparently you can get over there. You know, from like the rental agencies, we get like beat up Mustang V6s,
Chrysler 200s.
Yeah. So we rented that. We went on the Autobahn, and I remember we were doing like 150 in the left lane, and genuinely, like in Germany, you'll get an Audi RS6 come up, you know, on your rear bumper and high beam you, and you're like, all right, respect. There's no ego,
man.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's wild, man. That's wild. That's dope, though, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. How many times have you done that?
So that was my first time in 2017.
Yep.
Hoping to go back soon. You know, this past 2 years have been crazy with
COVID,
pandemic, but trying to pick up back on the travel.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What about anything like domestic? Like, have you got to like catch the sunset on the Grand Canyon yet?
Oh man, no, that's like too romantic for my taste.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I've been to the West Coast a little bit.
Yep.
California's got some amazing roads.
Yep.
And I feel like, you know, we saw from like 2001 when we watched Fast and Furious, like this is car heaven, right?
Yeah.
Like at least locally.
Yeah.
And just hit up like Pacific Coast Highway, the
Okay.
Canyon Roads,
Okay.
Angeles Crest.
Yep.
Didn't fall off, so that's a good start.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna take another shot. Sorry. Beers and whiskey. If you don't know, the host is a functioning alcoholic. So
That's
that was
it,
it,
right?
Yeah.
All right, just checking.
I got a lot of backlash the other day for the last guest. Shout out Randy. Yeah, I guess the females felt a certain type of way, but that's neither here nor there. What about your top 5 car movies of all time?
Ooh, that's good. That's a good question. So, again, I don't want to order them, but I gotta say, like, when we were at 13, 14, Fast and Furious came out, and that changed the game for us.
Changed the game.
Thankfully, we haven't gone the way of like graphics and underglow, but like, we took the important bits about it.
I'm sorry, I did go with the underglow with the Civic. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
At least it wasn't the Prius.
It wasn't the Prius. It wasn't the Prius. I'll take a pound for that.
I give you credit. But Fast and Furious was, that paved the way.
Yeah.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Gone is a classic.
Yeah. What was it? Rush was a big one for me.
Rush?
Rush, yeah.
Okay.
It was like the Formula One like classic story.
Okay.
And then I'd say more recently Ford versus Ferrari.
Harrison Ford was in that?
Forgive me for failing.
I know. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet though. But I've been seeing it. I'm like waiting to watch it, but okay.
Yeah. I'm horrible with celebrity names. But, great movie. And then I'd probably say the first Transporter, like Jason Statham.
The first Transporter. Yeah, that was clean. That was
clean. It wasn't a full car movie, but like. I just remember him whipping that 7 Series with the manual, which we never saw. Yeah, and I was like, this is cool.
Euro. Yeah, definitely Euro.
Yeah.
My top 5 movies of all time, again, no order. I might have to go with, you seen Driver?
Yeah.
With the deaf guy?
Yeah.
Deaf kid? Yeah, kind of a
Baby
good movie.
Driver, right?
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver,
Sorry about that. Definitely got to go Fast and the Furious. The first one. Damn.
It's an important disclaimer, right?
Important.
Like the first one.
Important. Damn. Probably gonna go Fast and the Furious 2 again. I was still a young pup, but it was just a bunch of like EG Civics and shit. And
I mean, Luda was there. Had the Skyline,
Tyrese, right? The Skyline.
That was key.
The Skyline saved. It saved a lot.
Yeah.
The R34 saved a lot. Damn, Driver movies. What do we have? Damn, I'm the worst. Damn, Driver movies. Yeah, I'm gonna go with those 3, and I'm gonna go with Fast and the Furious 9 and like 14. Which is I don't even know.
Particular future.
There's so many. I like lost touch, and I'm like,
Diesel's gonna be in a wheelchair. No disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect. A souped up wheelchair.
Hey, nitrous on it.
With boots, just
give you Prius a run for its money.
It might.
I feel like Mike Jordan, give me the rock and I'm scoring. Ayy, came from the bottom, that's foreign. I swear that I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, ayy, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check.
It might, man. Man, any new movies you caught? Any new TV shows that you're on currently?
Honestly, man, the newest movie that I really enjoyed was the new Top Gun. It was a Top Gun Maverick, they call it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I love the first one.
Okay.
And I don't say this a lot, but like I would watch the new one like again.
Wow.
That says something.
Okay. Tom Cruise looked good. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on, but he looks like he's fucking.
Is he one of your customers?
He's not. He looks like he's 35. He looks good though, man. Looks good. Yeah. He looks good. Any TV shows that you've been watching? Or?
Honestly, like these days, I don't really watch too much TV.
Fair enough.
I think honestly, probably like reruns of like Top Gear and Archer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Archer,
just
classic.
zone out. Yeah.
Classic. Now, like, so I know, like in 2030, LA plans to go like completely green, like all electric vehicles. 20 years from now, what are you gonna do? Like Like, I know pre-pandemic or when the pandemic was going on, everybody was like hoarding toilet paper and waters and shit. Are you like hoarding gas currently, or what do you plan on doing?
I think like my goal right now is to get to the point where I could hoard Porsches and V8s.
Okay.
You know, that would be my goal.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't want to let go of the good old days. I sound like
the good old days of fossil fuel.
Yeah, right. I feel like I'm just a like grouchy old guy already, but you know,
we all get there.
It's I respect the EVs. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've had the honor to be in like the new Tesla Plaid.
Oh,
and that thing sent my stomach into the trunk. Like it's stupid fast.
Jesus.
Fast.
Are they truly autonomous? This sounds like a new question, but like, are they truly autonomous? Like,
I don't think they're there yet. You know, my brother is like he's huge into Tesla. He works for them, and he could probably like speak to it better. But I think they're not there yet. They're like, as close as they can be legally as well.
Legally,
right?
yeah. I seen like some lawsuit like 2 weeks ago. Some lady's Tesla just drove into like a truck or something, and it was in a parking lot. I don't know. Like, I'm like, are they autonomous? Are they not stopping? Did she push her foot on the ground?
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually her driving.
Yeah,
you know.
Fair enough.
Everybody's slight stereotype with Tesla.
Yeah, everybody's looking for a check these days. Yeah.
It's true.
So like, what does gas have to hit for you to absolutely not be driving? Like, I feel like it's gonna get to like, hey, we're not gonna get rid of cars. The gas is gonna be like $15 a gallon. So
man, I don't know what length I'll go.
Okay.
But I think you probably remember from like Too Fast and Furious, like Paul Walker was like living in the garage.
Yeah.
Like sleeping to the bed bed next to the car.
A BMW owner.
I'll do it. You know? I mean, it'll probably smell like oil.
Yep.
That leaked out of the car, but it's okay. I'll deal with it.
No, that's dope, man. Yeah, I'm scared, man. I'm like, I'm scared, man. I'm very much a car guy, but like, I don't know. I'm just collecting weird shit, but I'm scared though, man. I like to drive. Like, I really like to drive, and I feel like the younger youth coming up, they'll never experience like over 160 horsepower it does. Like, and it's scary. It's like, damn, you gotta.
I mean, honestly, the electric cars are like so much faster. You know,
oh yeah,
they have the instant torque right off the line.
True. A
lot
so
of
like
problems. Teslas, all those things are like so stupid fast. I just think, you know, you miss a lot of the character without the sound. And again, I'm gonna sound like the aging grandfather, right? You know, back in my day, we had like, you know, big Hemis, right? I don't want to be that guy, but it's you know, I mean, I'm hoping there's stuff you know, in the pipeline to fix that.
Fair enough.
I read something about like Porsche and them working with, I believe, an oil company to make like synthetic fuel. So it's not from oil.
Wow.
Right? So that could be a potential solution, at least for us, you know.
Wow.
Next gen boomers. But
speaking of synthetic, do you believe the hype with like synthetic oil? Like, do you feel like there's actually a difference? Like, are you actually going the 10,000 miles between oil changes?
So
the 7 to 10?
To your two questions, yes and no. I believe the hype. I guess, you know, my friends and I, we probably get way too nerdy about this stuff and like read all the science and try to like, you know, figure what's best.
You're an enthusiast, man. No worries.
Yeah, probably too much. But I don't go 10,000 miles.
Okay.
Right? And the oil can probably handle it. It's the shitty filter that's
exactly.
And you know, that needs to be changed after.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What are you running the BMW Mobile One or?
So that one run.
Don't tell me. What's the shit called? Moxie? No.
Moxie?
Nah, what's it called?
Wasn't that a soda?
Yeah, I thought it was too, but
Liquid Molly?
Liquid Molly, there we go. There we go.
So like the site I order most of my parts from, they have, you know, like the oil change kits.
Okay.
And just grab those.
Sorry, Liquid Molly, I'm terrible, man. I just had to I was gonna go oil change, and I went to go get the parts and everything. And the kid some young guy was like, "You're not supposed to be putting that in the BMW." I'm like, "You're not?" Like, he's like, "Yeah, you gotta get Liquid Molly." I was like, "All right."
Yeah, that's aggressive, man.
Yeah, no, he was like, "Hey, you could do it if you want." It was a kid at Advanced Auto Parts. You could do it if you want, but I would highly suggest against it. And I'm like, all right, man. I don't even drive like that. Like I'm driving like at this stage in my life, I'm just the old man. Like you know what I mean? If I have my wife in the front seat and. You know, I might push it to 65 to scare her and call it a day. But
we don't go over 65. You know?
We don't. I'm a wash dad. I like to. I live vicariously through guys like him.
Man, no, like much respect for the family, man. Like I have, you know, all the admiration. So
no. My wife's killing me though. She's like, you got to get rid of something. Like
you've got quite a collection, from what I
I gotta.
I haven't seen any of it. Like.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of something, man. I hate to say it. I just seen the Challenger. I know you were talking about the Hemis earlier. I was like, I always wanted a Challenger so bad. So
what'd you get? Did you get one?
No, I didn't get it yet.
Oh, it's self-control. I like that.
I just got the Z4. I just got the Z4 like 2 months ago on a deal.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, that shit has no power, but it's like my first convertible. Though. I was like,
it's a fun car.
Yeah, I feel like Bowser in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Like, get to like just put the top down. Lady feels happy, feels cool. It got a little giddy,
get the
but
costume and everything. Man.
Get the costume, get the shell on my back. You know what I mean?
Man. But that's on the bucket list. I don't know if you've seen that whole like Mario Kart thing. They like dress up in Japan. And, like,
yeah.
Man, that's on the bucket list.
That sounds dope though.
Yeah, I'd probably get run over by a Skyline. But like, you know, whatever.
Oh, they do it in real cars?
You drive cars on the street.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, be careful.
Sounds dangerous, but it sounds fun.
Yeah.
It sounds dangerous, but it sounds fun.
You would have to be Bowser. Sorry. Man.
Yeah, absolutely. What am I supposed to be, Princess or Toad? I can't, man. I can't. I definitely have to be Bowser. I'm going with Bowser or Wario. Any upcoming trips?
Honestly, man, like Euro trip, I'd love to do that one again. Hopefully, you know, everything lines up. Like I just mentioned, like Japan that's been high on my bucket list since high school.
That's crazy, man.
But
we might have to go next Gemini season, man. Yeah. I've been like dying to go, but I don't want to go with my like old lady. I feel like it's a terrible place to like to be a couple at, but like
does she like sushi? Does she like the food?
Not at all. Not at all.
Maybe not.
She's just not.
Yeah.
Screw her. We're talking cars.
But yeah, man. Like I mean, I think ever since the day of like sitting in like high school cafeteria, like before was it homeroom, right?
Yep.
You know, I would read those like car magazines, like Super Street and all the JDM stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I've always wanted to go. Okay. Yeah, man, my like high on the bucket list is to like get like a old school like Skyline or an NSX or something, and like hit those roads, man. Hit those roads.
Man, I'm on the hunt for like a 91. I'm like just waiting to like trick off. Like once it gets to like 50, 60K, like if I can get a quality one that I can finance, I'm tricking all the way off.
Go for it, man. Go for it. Everything's going crazy now, man. The market's crazy.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like everything's crazy, especially that old like classic JDM shit. Man, that NSX though, man, that was probably like part of me. Pause in advance, but that was like the first car I got my dick hard. Was that NSX. When I was a kid and I seen like, and it's still sexy. It's like it still looks. It's timeless. Like it's timeless in the '90s. Never mind like today. Like it's timeless.
It's so
like,
true, man. I mean, Honda doesn't do it often, but when they do it right. Right, like the NSX, SC1000. Like these are all classics already, if not future classics. The NSX would be awesome, man. Especially if like they had the Targa, be able to take that off and just like drive around Mount Fuji. That's dreams.
Jesus. Top 5 dinner guests, dead or alive. Who you going with?
Dang, that's tough, man. That's tough. You know what? I'm really bad with celebrity names and all that stuff, but I think
anybody personally, just anybody, you know, actor.
Yeah, I mean
drivers.
Ooh, that's good.
Musicians.
I mean, I'm a huge F1 fan.
Yep.
So, everyone has their love or hate for him, but he's 7-time world champion. I'd love to, even just hang out with Lewis Hamilton.
Okay. Whew.
We mentioned him earlier, The Rock and, Kevin Hart. That would be a time for sure.
That would be a hell of a time. That's 3.
Yeah. Huge Dave Chappelle fan.
Okay, that's 4.
And honestly, past, probably Robin Williams.
Robin Williams?
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one, man. Rest in peace, Robin. Yeah, that was tragic, but I was just watching Mrs. Doubtfire with my daughter. I had to
Yeah, you gotta show her the classic. It's a good one.
This is a classic.
He's a legend, right?
Yeah, he's a legend. She's a legend. He's a legend.
How old is she now?
She's 8 right now.
Oh, okay. So she's was she asking for something Pixar instead?
Yeah, she's 8, going on 32. So
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
She's some high school shit. Yeah, yeah. But shout out Robin Williams. Yeah, definitely was a legend. So, what was the most expensivest speeding ticket that you've ever had?
I've had a few. Man, my back in my 20s, honestly, it wasn't even all speeding. It was just brown kid in a black Maxima, dude.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds about right. But my most expensive, I think, probably most recent. I went 8-9 years, under the radar, and last year I was on the highway, and I was in the left lane.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't sit in the left lane for no reason, but there was a Prius. Sorry, I feel like it's a bad theme for this podcast. I'm gonna get some angry letters. There was a Prius in the left lane, and he was doing about 10 below the speed limit. And
I don't even know why a Prius would even be in the left lane. That makes zero sense. The Prius doesn't go past 27.
If there was ever a safety feature, it would be no, it brings you back to the left lane. So I was in the left lane, and I was just getting frustrated, but no road rage, nothing crazy. Yeah. I just moved over, and it was a beautiful day. I goosed it. Jesus. And 55 zone, I did 56. No, I hit about 92. 92. And behind me, this is probably what the Prius knew that I didn't. There was an undercover Explorer.
Ooh,
and we know the headlights, but
the headlights. Yeah. I got them down pat. Massachusetts switched it up though. They got the new joints that just came out this year.
Yeah, I know. You gotta relearn. You gotta relearn. So he was a nice guy, and he brought it down, but. He even complimented the car, which was really nice of him. But he was just look, you're still doing you're doing 90 plus. I'll bring it down to 80, and that was hefty. And I peeled it, and thankfully during the pandemic it was a Zoom appeal. It was a Zoom call, right?
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So I literally watched all these people get destroyed. There's someone doing 100 miles an hour in a yellow Altima. I was you probably deserved it. No offense.
Ooh, yeah.
And all these people just got sent to the chipper. And then they get to mine, and they ask the officer what are the notes, and they said we have no notes on the incident. And so the magistrate says, excuse me, Mr. Amon, we're sorry for wasting your time. You're free to go. So that was it. So it was a high number, but I didn't have to pay.
Yeah, that's a win. That's definitely a win. That's definitely a win, man. But yeah, man, this has been a dope convo, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming through, man.
My pleasure, man.
Thanks for having me. No worries. As always, Grizzly Bear Collective, reminding you to tame your debonair, the standard and organic men's bear care. August 27th, we do have the Box for Success school drive for the kids, so we're giving out backpacks, school supplies. Be sure to pull up. Cambridge, we're there August 27th, 10 to 1. So if you want to volunteer your time, come through, have a drink with me. We're drinking Gatorade with the kids, so yeah, we're there. But thank you, bro. I really appreciate you.
My pleasure, man. Thank you.
All right, till next time. Oh, be sure to like and subscribe too. That was dope, man. Thank you.
Thanks, man. That was
Thank
awesome.
you.